Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
A live look at Exact Track 4D radar as storms move across southeast Michigan. That tops our news tonight at 11. Thanks for being here. I'm Kimberly Gill.
And I'm Damon Fernandez in for Devin Skillian. Brian Sherman has been tracking the storms throughout the night. He's in for Kim Adams tonight with the latest forecast. Hey, Brian, what's happening?
Hey there, Damon and Kimberly. The latest on the storms is we're starting to wind them down, but we are tracking some stronger thunderstorms over our northeastern communities tonight. Exact Track 4D, northeastern Macomb County, pulling to the east of Romeo, up toward Memphis and down to Richmond, and to the northeast of Chesterfield along 94, seeing some stronger thunderstorms. Then moving off to the north, St. Clair County, eastern Lapeer County, from Burnside down to Goodland, as well as working over toward Emmett, seeing some strong thunderstorms, gusty winds around 30 miles an hour, lightning and heavy rainfall. This is the last of the storms, so once these pull off to the east, we dry things out overnight tonight. Tower cam over downtown Detroit. Plenty of cloud cover heading into the 11 o'clock hour tonight, but still a little on the humid side of things. We'll trade the storms in for rain showers tomorrow, especially into the afternoon. 60s early tomorrow morning. We only make it into the upper 70s by the time we get to tomorrow afternoon. Much more on how long the umbrella is going to be needed. Your full forewarned forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Brian. Now, with the contract deadline fast approaching tonight, there's a flurry of activity in the ongoing negotiations with the UAW and the Detroit 3.
Our Mara McDonald is live at Solidarity House tonight. Mara, it sounds like offers and counter offers are moving here.
They sure are, Kimberly. We know that tonight that the UAW has given Ford a counteroffer, that tomorrow morning the union meets with General Motors to get GM's counteroffer, and they're expecting something out of Stellantis by the end of the week.
Will these offers end up in the trash too? So far, the UAW's chief hasn't closed the door on some sort of a deal being reached, but he made it very clear in an interview with the Associated Press that if there's no contract on the table that's agreed to by the 14th, then a strike is coming, setting up something the UAW has never done: strike all three automakers at once.
UAW President Shawn Fain, appearing on CNBC tonight, made it clear the negotiations, well, they're sort of in an impasse.
Down to the wire, we have 8 days to go. Unfortunately, GM hasn't chose over the last month to respond to our economic demands. We're still waiting. Looking like we're going to plan a meeting for tomorrow morning. So, we're pushing. We're available 24/7 as we have been for the last 7 weeks. So it's up to the companies on where we end up and whether we end up having to take action or not on the 14th.
The union's demands on the table are substantial. 46% pay raises, 32-hour work week, restoration of traditional pension benefits, and ending the use of long-term temporary labor and tiered wages. The companies have made it clear those demands aren't going to be met. So what's the magic formula somewhere in the middle everybody can live with?
What is the workers' rightful share of the abundance of the profits of the company? And I think the union has a view in mind that is different from the companies. And I think they're going to have to sort that out.
Back here live, you will remember that the last time the UAW went on strike against one of the Detroit 3 was 2019. That was General Motors, and that strike lasted for 40 days. We're live on Detroit's east side tonight at Solidarity House. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
A story we will continue to follow. Mara, thank you.
Well, the cowboy who raced to the rescue on I-75 earlier this year is in the hospital after a serious accident. Jacqueline Francis checked in with him today as the community's stepping up to help out.
Just about everybody remembers Lester, the cow loose on I-75. Well, now the man who rescued him needs a little help himself.
What the heck is this? This is a Wild West.
It was like a scene out of a Western movie.
It was almost surreal to watch it all happen.
Ricky Littlejohn riding down I-75 in Oakland County, lassoing a loose cow named Lester.
So we really needed Ricky and his expertise and his horses and just his skills to catch him.
This was back in May, and Ricky was hailed a hero, especially by Lester's owner.
I can't even tell you how grateful we all are for him.
But now it's Ricky who's in need of some help after getting into an accident while packing up horses at a rodeo in Pennsylvania. Ricky says he was run over by a loose truck, breaking his spine in multiple places.
Right away, I just knew that I needed to contact everybody we could to get help for him because he was there for us. He didn't need to be there for us when we needed him. He put his life on the line. He put his horses on the line. And now his life is on the line, and so we need to be there for him.
It'll be 6 months before he can get back on the horse. His fiance launching this GoFundMe to help with expenses while out of work.
It would be so detrimental to so many people out there in the future if there was not Ricky out there trying to catch loose cows, because oddly enough, it happens all the time.
Good morning. We have the link to that GoFundMe on our website, clickondetroit.com. Reporting in Howell, Jacqueline Francis, Local 4.
Hey, Jacqueline. An appeals court will decide if a former Michigan police officer will stand trial in the shooting death of a black man. Former Grand Rapids officer Christopher Scherer is trying to get a second-degree murder charge tossed in the shooting death of Patrick Leoya. The shooting happened back in April of 2022 during a traffic stop. Scherer's attorneys argue the law has been misapplied in his case, but prosecutors say a jury should decide if his use of force was reasonable. It's not clear when that decision will come down.
A nearly $400 million pledge will help fund a state-of-the-art medical facility for Henry Ford Health. The Gilbert Foundation made the announcement today in honor of their late son, Nick. The gift comes on top of the $500 million the Gilberts have already pledged to the city of Detroit. The Gilberts are helping to bring a Shirley Ryan Ability Lab to the city as part of Henry Ford. It's to help those recovering from strokes, traumatic brain injury, and other conditions. Dan Gilbert visited the same facility in Chicago when he had a stroke back in 2019.
While there, I met many other patients who could not get all the rehabilitative care they needed because their insurance limited the number of hours covered. This is too often the experience for Detroiters as well.
The Gilberts are also giving $10 million to establish a fund to help low-income patients get the help they need, and they're also helping those with neurofibromatosis. It's the condition their son passed away from back in May. All right, well, it's the calm before the storm. In less than 24 hours, the Lions will open up the 2023 season in Kansas City in a showdown with the Chiefs right here on Local 4.
Yeah, you're taking a live look here outside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. Anticipation high as fans prepare for the big matchup against the Super Bowl champions. Optimism high, too, for a Lions team that finished strong in the 2022 season.
Yeah, tomorrow night, they hope to build on that progress made in last season. Our Bernie Smilovitz is live in Kansas City with the preview. Hey there, Bernie.
Kids, you know, the big question around this town, and we've come downtown here to see if we can get a different look at everything, is Travis Kelce. And there's been no word from the Chiefs on whether he would play tomorrow night or not. He hyperextended his knee yesterday. The only word has come actually from his brother, Jason, who plays for Philadelphia. This morning, he told a Philadelphia radio show he had spoken to his brother. And if you listen to Jason, it sounds like Travis is going to play.
The ligaments and everything are intact structurally. From what we know right now, his knee's fine. So really it's about getting that swelling down and then seeing how bruised that bone is. But I think he's going to be good to go.
All right. So there you heard it from his brother, Jason Kelce, about Travis Kelce. Kickoff tomorrow night's 8:20. And you can, I'm telling you, this town is rocking with Lions fans and Chiefs fans going at it. Arrowhead is a different place to play. Listen to Dan Campbell and listen to what the fans will sound like tomorrow evening.
Offensively, the communication piece, right? Knowing that you're not going to be able to go verbal. To me, that's the most important piece of this is the offensive communication. I feel like we've been really good.
There you go. So they're going to need communication with all of that noise. One other note, Chris Jones, their big defensive end, one of the best in the league, who has not played and is holding out for a new contract. He's making $20 million. He wants $30 million. He said today at a charity event that if the Chiefs sign him by tomorrow night's kickoff, he'll be in uniform and he will play. No one can get ready that quickly for any football team. 8:20 kickoff tomorrow night. We'll see you at 6:30 with our pregame show. And all afternoon with reports from the stadium. Kids, back to you.
That sounds fantastic, and nice to hear that Lions fans are showing up there in Kansas City. Bernie, we'll talk to you soon. We appreciate it. And we're getting a look at the jerseys, too. We want to tell you about that the Lions will wear tomorrow night in Kansas City. They'll be wearing their silver and white jerseys with white pants and socks. And remember, Local 4 is all in on these Lions, from our live pregame show from Kansas City's Arrowhead Stadium to our exclusive insider watch party here in Detroit.
Yeah, you know, we're the only station giving you the full game experience. Well, tomorrow at 6:30 p.m., you'll see one-on-one interviews with quarterback Jared Goff, Lions general manager Brad Holmes, and former coach Wayne Fontes.
Also, only on Local 4, NFL play-by-play announcer Mike Tirico will be stopping by to break down what the Lions need to do to bring home the W. Then kickoff, of course, is at 8:20, followed by our live post-game coverage from the locker room and field.
Yeah, all that and more is tomorrow, only on Local 4.